Hey everybody, long time no see. It's been a minute. I'm going to do a multi-time frame analysis today for you guys for a pair that I think has some huge potential. If you're looking for more videos like this, consider subscribing to the channel and also check out the link to join our no-cost Facebook group. Let's take a look at this pair. So I'm looking at GBP AUD. This was one of the first pairs that I really started learning how to trade on. I done messed up, y'all. For those of you who are new, I do a multi-time frame analysis, and what that entails is me going through each time frame and identifying what I call swing highs and swing lows. And so you're probably wondering, like, okay, what is that? And what do I do with that? Why is that important? So swing highs and swing lows are important because they show high probability areas where price could potentially reverse. And so these are important because typically price will travel to those areas before making a change in direction. So I go through starting sometimes from the monthly and work my way down to identify just swing high, swing low. So you'll see how I mark it up. So what I've done here is the 5 candle formation. This is considered a swing high. You have a high center candle. You have 2 candles to the left that are lower and 2 candles to the right that are lower. That's considered a swing high. Now, it may have a long body. It may have a short body with a long wick. But as long as the center candle is the highest point between those 5 candles, then that is considered a swing high. A swing low is the inverse, where you have a low center candle and 2 candles to the left that are higher and 2 candles to the right that are higher. This would be considered a swing low. So even though it's not perfectly aligned, you still got that lowest candle in the center and then the other 2 to the right and left that are higher. So I'm going to get rid of these. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And we're going to start the process. So I am on the weekly. Usually the weekly gives me enough information in order to determine what's going on. So I use the horizontal tool, horizontal ray, and I have everything saved and color coded so that I can quickly go through my charts and figure out what's going on. So you probably hear people say a lot like look left to determine, you know, how far price can travel. So I am on the, let me move this up. This is the weekly. And so I look left, and this was an area of support back in, what was this, November 2019. And we see that price approached this level, when was this? October 20. And then we almost hit that level again this past July. So I'm going to mark this as an area that I want to pay attention to. I'm going to mark it as my long-term resistance, or one level of long-term resistance. And then just keep in mind that price comes to a zone, not a specific line. So I'm going to make this a zone. I'm going to add a 0. I've already got a template saved. Oh, I didn't mean to do daily demand. So that it's color coordinated, so that when I pull up my chart on the go, I can easily access and see what's going on. So an obvious swing high is right here. You see this? This is the 5 candle formation that we talked about. You've got a high center candle, 2 candles to the left. Let me get rid of this. High center candle, 2 candles to the left that are lower, 2 candles to the right that are lower. And so this has got a big wick. Like if we go down to lower time frames, those are actually, like, that's information that's being told about what happened then. So I'm going to mark this zone out so you guys can see it. And let me just line this up. For those of you who are new, you will quickly learn that I don't like messy charts. I like very, very, very clean charts. And so this is my long-term support. Long-term support. And I'm just going to draw down here too, because that is the next level of long-term support. And I've got everything labeled. Like you can go in and you can do the same thing in TradingView. I'm using TradingView today as opposed to Smart Trader because a lot of you guys still use TradingView and have made comments about it. So moving forward, I'll probably just dabble between the two. So let's do that. I drew my zone. I'm going to draw another zone here. All right. Okay. Let's go down to the next time frame. So now the daily for the short term. Let me move this down. Get this right. For the daily, we don't have a swing high yet. We would actually have to wait 2 more days for the swing high to form. Here we don't have a swing high, but it doesn't matter because we've already identified this on the higher time frame based off of what was done in the past as past support. So this is a zone. And then if we look left, you have the 5 candle formations here. You got a swing high here. Yeah. So now I've got a low here. I've got a high here. And I've got my next low here. So I'm going to mark this. Actually, let me see. Hold on. High, low. If I'm looking for most significant, I'm going to go here. And let me move this down. I'm going to call this daily. Daily support. I'm going to draw a zone from the bottom of the wick of the candle to the bottom of the body of the candle. Daily. Okay. And then, let's see. This is the high. And if we're looking left, looking past, price came here. This was a level. So I'm going to mark this as daily. Probably a little tight. This could be 4 hour, but we'll make it work for now. We'll call it daily support because that's what it was. And I'm going to switch this to the top, the words to the top. Top. Okay. And then we'll draw a zone here. And I'm just going to stretch it out by adding a 0. And then let's go down to the 4 hour. See what's going on. Yeah, this is a little tight. This is an area right here. So this was past resistance. Support has not come here yet. And the reason I picked this is I'm looking. So let me drop a horizontal line. So if I drop the horizontal line there, and the reason I chose this area is because I saw, I'm messing stuff up. Hold on. Because I saw this was support here. This was an area of resistance. There's a lot of movement going on here. This is somewhere I want to pay close attention to. We see right here, this was past resistance. And we see here, it was past support. So if we keep going left, we'll likely see the same thing. This is an important area we want to pay attention to. So I'm going to, I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to grab my array. You can use a line. I just choose to use array. It's easier for me. Let me move this up just a tad. Actually, let me keep it here. I'm going to draw the zone. So I'm going to do 4 hour. I don't think I'm going to go lower than 4 hour. Just because I do swing trade. This is beneficial though, like to go through this exercise for anybody, scalpers, intraday traders, whatever, because it's going to tell you how you should be moving, what direction you should be looking for setups in. But 4 hour is good enough for me. And actually, I think I want to move this up just a little right here. Okay. I'm happy with this zone, this area. And now I'm just going to add on my trend lines. So I'm going to get my array and I'm moving too fast, y'all. And a lot of people have been commenting like, how do you see what's going on? Like, I look at structure, right? I don't have to see the individual candles to know, I don't need to be all up close on it to see what's happening. I'm looking at the structure. And it tells me everything I need to know. So I'm going to go take my array. I'm going to go from swing low to swing low. So I take the array. It's just been easier for me to use than a trend line. And I don't have to worry about messing everything up. I add it to the swing low that I'm looking at. And then I take it out and I take it up to the next touch. So I don't cut through candles. This is my next touch. I like to think of it as like a tabletop, and I sit it on top of the legs of the table. Legs of the table being the candles. I don't cut through candles like this, right? So now when price has already made a move and I'm drawing trend lines, I will cut through candles, but you'll see how I do it. So now I'm taking this from my next touch, which was here, to the next touch, which is right now, right here. This is the next touch. Now I can go down to a lower, I don't know why this doesn't show up. So my trend lines are only showing up on my, let me see, are only showing up on, these should show up. I don't know why it's not. It should show up on the hour. Oh, that's why. Let me change this. That's probably it. Let's see. Oh, there it is. So let me fix this one so that it shows up on the hour. That should have been simple to figure out. It said 59 minutes, not 60, and I'm looking for it on the hour. Anyway. Okay. Oh, that's one though. Where's the other one? Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. One. Cool. All right. Now let's go down. And I'm going to go down to the 15-minute to draw my next trend line. And actually, let's see. Yeah. So I'm going to take my ray from the last touch, which was here, and I'm taking it up to the next touch, which is here. So what I see, and the reason I did that is because you can get aggressive on the 15-minute to find your entry in order to enter the trade. And so what I see right here is I went from swing low to swing low. We had price break through this downtrend line, and it looks like it came back up to retest. It might continue up. I don't know. But this is definitely a sell zone to me. You have a swing high here. Let me just pull out my fib to see where we are though. Now, for those of you who don't like Smart Trader, this is one of the reasons I do like Smart Trader, because Smart Trader will figure out the fib sequence so you don't have to. If you're interested in trying it out, you can click the link below the video for a 30-day trial for $4.95. I want to count up my fibs to see where we are to determine if we've hit an extension. So I use ABCD wave format. And so this is A, this is B, this is C. So price pulled back 50% of the move. And then I would have known if I was entering into this trade. And the reason they're color coded is because these are entry levels. Anything between 0 and 1, you can consider that retracement levels. That's the entry. Anything above it with a negative is a take profit. So they're color coded because it goes from color to color. So anything that pulls back at one of these red levels, I'm anticipating to take profit at the D extension. Anything that pulls back on the C to a blue level, I'm anticipating taking profit at that negative blue level. Anything that pulls back to green, I'm taking profit at the green extension. Anything that pulls back to 1, I'm taking profit at gray, which is 0, right? So price, let me get the brush. Price pull back here to the 50% Fibonacci level, right? And so I would have anticipated, okay, upon entry, I'm anticipating that price goes up to or in the zone of the 618 extension, which it did. That was 569 pips, right? It was a rocky ride up there, but it got up there. And so now this C, so let me label this so y'all know what I'm talking about when I say A, B, C, D. This is A, right? The high is B, which is here. And I probably need to, this is B, this is C, this is D. It's really that simple. If you can say your ABCs, you can trade. So this was A, this was B, C, D. So any of you who follow Elliott wave theory, this is just a portion of that. This is a version of that. So now that that sequence is finished, I would have known, okay, I'm going to get a correction. I'm going to get a correction, and now I need to start the process over again. So I'm going to get rid of this. I don't know why. Oh, here. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of this. And get rid of that fib. And now my C becomes my new A. My D becomes my new B. And we'll go from there. Right? So this is the new A. This is a new B. Price pulled back is shallow, just above the 100% retracement level. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart for a second. Price pulled back at the 8.6 level. So I would have known, okay, if I enter here, I'm taking buys all the way up until this level, which was 595 pips. So same amount, same measurement as the first move, which was 596, I think it was, or 569. It's close, right? And so I would have known, okay, price is going to take profit here, which is done. So we hit an extension. So let me label these again. Let me get this. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Okay, bear with me, y'all. Okay. And so this was a C. So this becomes the new A. The D extension becomes a new B. And now let's see where the C is. So let me get my ooh. Okay. Wow. Okay. So this C becomes a new A. This becomes a new B, right? Price pulled back to the 236. Most often what we see when that happens, it'll stall out. Price will stall out in between the 2.7 and the 1.8, which is exactly what it's done right here. It could continue to go up just a little bit more. I don't know how many pips that is. But let's see. Oh, that's 36 pips, 37 pips. It could go to the 2.7, but typically we see it stall out, you know, because that's a really shallow retracement. There's not enough momentum to have it continue all the way up, right? And so what I'm thinking is, in the way that I trade, I'm looking for a deeper retracement now for price. So the trend obviously is up, right? But I'm looking for price to come back at least to the 38.2 before we see if it's going to continue to make a move up. So I'm looking at a retracement at least to this level. And let me turn this the right color because it shouldn't be that color. We're going to make it that, right? And so that's the daily 38.2. And I actually might just put a line because I don't like all these boxes. They're bothering me. So I'm going to make this red, and I'm going to type on it daily 38.2. Even though we're on a 4-hour, I know that's the daily. So daily 38.2. I'm also going to mark the 50% fib level. Price could continue, you know, to make its way down, but safely, I would only trade until the 38.2. But we may see price make a deeper retracement. And so then I'm going to go to the 61.8. So let me label this. And we'll do daily 61.8. Okay, so we could see price come all the way down here, this daily 61.8, which is 180. But at least I would safely trade it down to the downside for sale setups for the next, what is this? The next 400 pips. I think we're going to see price move down. Now, on the 15-minute, this is an aggressive entry. You do have the confirmation for the sale. But for those of you who like a little bit more conservative numbers, you could also look at price breaking this trend line before you enter for the sale, and wait for it to, what you would wait for is the break. And let me change this color. We'll make this gold. And then we're going to change it to a dash line. I got to make it smaller though. Okay. Okay, so what you would wait for would be a break and then a retest and then a continuation to the downside. But it's not going to move straight down, like it's going to move in waves. But I would be, yeah. So you could wait for this to happen in order to enter. But I definitely think we're looking at a sell, at least for the next 400 pips. I'm curious though. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts on GBP AUD. I want to know, how you guys are viewing this market. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this chart. The link will be below the video. If you're interested in seeing how it plays out, you can monitor it there. And then also, if you found this video to be helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel. I try to put out analysis videos pretty regularly. I took a little hiatus, had life going on, so I took a little break. And then also consider checking out the No Cost Forex Facebook Mastermind group, which a link to access that group is below this video. You are more than welcome to join us. We do trainings here and there. If you're looking for a more personalized experience and you want to understand how I'm breaking down charts like this and how you can do the same, consider looking at the mentorship opportunity. The link below the video will tell you a little more about the program. We tried to make it very affordable for everybody. It's $39 a month, and we teach you how to do this. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the next video, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. See you next time.